Welcome to Can Angels Fly. I'm Nancy, and this is an Aquarius rant. I am so upset, everyone. Oh, wait, yes. I'm laying in the bed because I need some therapy right now. I've been up since 4 o'clock this morning because I went to bed early last night. So, 4 o'clock in the morning, I find myself on YouTube. Click, 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 click. I can't find nothing to entertain myself. I was so bored, I even watched my own videos. And I kept click, 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 click. And finally, I found this lady. And her title on her video sounded like something that would be interesting to me. It sounded like it had or was dealing with something that I've dealt with. So I click on it. I've been traumatized ever since. I'm not going to say the person's name, but I know that she began her video. It was a message from God, and she started talking about it. I need help. I need psychological help today. Anyway, so the lady, she began her video. It's like she reads these correspondences or these correspondences from the creator to her, directly to her. And that was her opening statement. She, what would you call it, read God's intro to her, and it was talking about how he had selected her, solely her, to pass along some really important, basically end time information, and anybody else was a fraud. And I'm traumatized. Anyway, I skimmed through the video and found that it matched what I had done last year in March. The video I've been talking about, the one that's categorized under I'm so upset, prophecy messages, or whatever it is on my page. And so the things that she was saying was basically the same information I got. I delivered it, pretty straight to the point, because I noticed that people don't watch my videos a very long time. Straight to the point, where she was able to stretch it out considerably. But even in stretching it out, she put a whole lot of additives in. And I have just been, oh my God, y'all, I am just going through something. It's all in the divine's hands. I know that, but that traumatized me. And then I looked, like me, I get maybe 100 views. That's interesting. I don't know how I went from 7,000, 8,000 views to 100, but I guess I broke some YouTube record. That's okay too. But yeah, I made it. She 12,000 plus views. I'm like, what the hell? But I think it bothers me so much because of the things she was saying. Like I said, it's solely for her. The message was solely from her, from the creator. And that anybody else that shared that message was a fraud, basically. I was too outdone. I know what I experienced. And I knew last night, 4 o'clock in the morning, was the first time I ever seen that woman page. And I also know my experience from, March 6, 2016, in which I testified to y'all here on YouTube. I could tell there it was others. I define it as others because I could sense them. I could hear them. And so, can't tell, I guess you can't tell nobody what they didn't experience. It was some other things. So after after watching that initial message, I go to like her catalog, her listing, and I'm going through, and I find others, messages from God, and I'm clicking on them. And the interesting thing I found, now I have to say this, hers always fell a day or two before mine, which was interesting to me. Interesting. And so I've been trying to figure out, can a person backdate, or maybe she wasn't disobedient as myself. I don't know. But something wrong, y'all. Y'all know y'all don't know me, but my word is my bond. And the messages that I have shared with y'all, I believe with my whole heart because they came through. I didn't, they say you don't know what's speaking to you. It could be yourself, higher or lower self. It could be some entity, all kind of stuff. And I know that well because I done dealt with a whole bunch of it. And then there is, I know what it was. See, I don't want to say something and someone know who it is. I'm just venting, just ranting because I'm just irritated and tired. But what was I saying? I'm not finishing my thoughts because I'm so upset. Let me talk about another thing that as I'm going through the ladies list frantically. Again, it was what she was saying was disregarding others. The others that received the same message. And I know they did. And so I was excited when I, seen the title. I'm like, oh, because I've been wondering, like, where are the people that received this message? I know it ain't just me. Well, this morning I found her, and I think another lady, but I was so upset I couldn't listen to it. Okay, I'm all over the place. I'm rambling, scatterbrained. I'm trying to figure something out so I can just calm down. It is almost 12 hours later, and I'm still hyped. Excuse me. When you run your mouth like get air pockets. Well, now another thing that she was saying, or was shared with her in her correspondence, was that I could talk so much, I can't remember what was I about to say. Just really, really upset me. Because if it's real, it's serious business. And that bothers me. Anyway, please let me remember what I was about to say. And a couple of things I watched created a great deal of division. I'll just leave it like that within humanity. It created division within humanity, and the whole experience that I had anyway, from my perspective, was that it was unity. It was, the experience I had was unity. It showed unity. It was unified. And I even say, I also believe that we, wherever we come from, are different places. I really do believe that throughout the universe, and not just the universe we know of. It expands outside of what we know. But yet here, there has to be a unity that exists because we like cohabitating. We all up under the same dang on roof. If we don't cohabitate successfully, we're going to tear this place up. We're going to tear this house up and ourselves within the house. And the message that she was talking about, although it contained basically the same information, really promoted division. And I got an ego too, y'all. I ain't, like I said, all them views she got, I was like, oh my goodness. And like I said, that's some serious business. So my ego in it too. Yes, I admit it. Yes, yes, yes. Shaq. But I'm ranting. I'm ranting. So I'm just upset. I'm upset, y'all. I'm under attack under all the time. God dang, at least it slow down sometime. What was it? It was something else. I don't want to jump to another subject. What was it? So she's holding a conversation with the divine, and the divine is instructed her, or has instructed her, that she is the sole prophet, or so messenger giver, and anybody else is fraudulent. It was the division among the people within humanity. It was, now mind you, same messages I've been given, more drawn out. Like I put everything in a box, quick, fast, try to get people to understand and see what I see. She actually goes and pulls out of the box the things that she can define and put into the box. So it's fine. That's great. That's how you expand it. Y'all don't watch my videos that long. I have to be truthful. It was something else that deeply bothered me. Let me see. What was my last video? It was about, now mind you, my videos run a day or two behind her. So it does show that she also was a receiver of these messages that I've been getting. Again, I may have just been disobedient, and so I moved slower than she did. She just went ahead and got the information out. Another thing that bothered me, I can't even think what I was going to say, but bothered me was the correspondence with the divine. Now, of course, I don't know everything. There's no way that I can know everything. But in the course of my life, like I said, I done had a lot of communication with a lot of different beings. I didn't ask for them. I didn't call them. They contacted me one way or another. And this is my rock grounding me. This is my rock. And I don't want to say anything that because I ain't trying to have no Facebook, YouTube, whatever beef, social technology beef with nobody. I'm just very upset. Again, because if it's real, I just made a video asking, if you're a prophet, do you know you're a prophet? Because via my pathway, it's been difficult to say until the unfolding happens. The unfolding, which is what offers me the security to speak my truth, because I've seen so many things unfold that I was foretold of. So many. So I'll speak the truth now. If it ain't the truth, somebody else told the lie. But anyway, so she reads this script of her dialogue with the divine. Now, I've never been able to, I'm 47, soon to be 48. I have never been able to, maybe if I was a court stenographer, I could do it, take down, notes, or create a transcript when communing what these hidden entities, including God. How do you know it's God? Just like you got your voice, they got theirs. They have their demeanor, on and on and on. So to take a dictation is interesting. It was 15 minutes. I ain't even got started. I'm trying to stay calm. And I can't say that you can't ask questions, because if you've ever had the experience, you know that you can. Uh, it was just some of the questions that she read that she asked and received the answer. I found really interesting the questions and the answers. Oh my. I wish I could remember that other thing, because I don't know. You know, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do with myself. Um, I, it bothers me. It really bothers me, because it's some real serious business. And like, I guess what really bothers me is because I'm not really popular here on YouTube. Like I said, I got up there and I fell back down. Nothing new in my life. I know me. Y'all don't know me. I know me. And so I do my best. And I try to decipher the message the best I could, um, to the best of my ability. You know, I testify that it's the truth to the best of my knowledge. You know, that kind of thing. And then to hear just about the exact same message. And I'm not saying that she copied me, came, and stole something. Like I said, hers always dated mine a day or two before. She had to be one of the receivers of the message. It's the context is what she's putting it in. It is the that she's the only one, and there were others all over the globe that received this message. Um, that was, like I said, that was disturbing to me. And oh my goodness, I can't keep my thoughts together. I'm laying, that's why I'm laying down on my rock, trying to calm down, because y'all don't understand the serious. If this is real, if it's real, and I say if, like watching paint dry. Did y'all watch that video talking about watching paint dry? You know, I ain't call them, they calling me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't. So I say if it is real, the prophecy, the message, whatever you want to call it. God is perfect. He know what he doing. I gotta lay on that. The divine, it's perfect. I gotta lay on that. But by me not having a level of popularity, the outreach, my outreach is minimal. Where her outreach has grown tremendously since she has been delivering the message of God. And I mean, other things that she did, I didn't even really pay attention to them, because I was just shocked and stunned by, the messages themselves and that which was added. Added. Now I can't, I can't sit with her, God, don't, nobody else in God or the divine, and maybe he gave her something else. I don't know. But it bothered me because, again, if it's real, it's real serious business. And she placing additives onto the message, causing division. And what else was it? It was still something else. Because I was just too outdone. I was just clicking from video to video, sliding the bar up, sliding the bar back in disbelief. Like, wow. And it goes back into people wanting or needing, to know that being higher than us, our creator, does exist. And so they flock to a person that has the message. And she said, I have this direct correspondence, and we're going back and forth, as if it's a conversation, literally. I mean, you can use your creative spirit however you want to. You can. But it's, oh man, I really am upset, because it's like misleading the masses. It's misleading. Well, she ain't got the mass of the world, but she has masses in comparison. And And I know because I received the message that the message ain't got full, it's not, it doesn't have integrity. Has the truth in it, but it has no integrity. Oh, it's so many additives, and they're dangerous additives, and that scared me. But I always have gotten to see the devil's works real time, so I should be used to it, huh, by now. But I should have expected. I mean, I've always been walked. Again, this is a rant. If you don't want to hear me rant, complain about my life, that's what this is. So now I'm going to move on to the next subject that has to do with the first subject. And it talks about, it's basically about leadership. And it was some time ago. I want to say it was last year. I was watching here on YouTube. It's a minister. What do you call it? I forgot her. Do they call a woman a minister? Mistress? I don't know. Her name is Juanita Bonham. Now, I've been out of the church a long time, but I liked Juanita Bonham, and so I looked her up last year. I was trying to get my daughters to listen to Juanita Bonham's sermon called No More Sheets. And it's for, it addresses women and their issues and their role in society in this world relative to their spiritual self, something like that. So I got 4 girls, so I was trying to get them to listen to that. And after I finished watching that sermon, I said, oh, she got a whole bunch of sermons over here. So I'm going to click on this one and this one. And so I finally found one, and I watched it, and it was about I think it was called the threshing floor, something like that. And so I was like, wow. Oh, I mean, I never heard of it, or I didn't understand the concept of it probably when I heard of it, back when I was in church and stuff. I was like, I said I'd have had that threshing floor. Interesting. The reason why I bring that experience up, because everything always comes full circle. It's even coming full circle now. At that time, when I was watching Juanita Bonham's sermon, the cameras panned around the church, and she was speaking at a mega church, mega church, and she came off the stage. They had a robe on and all that. She came off the stage, and I'm just sitting there in my room watching. I'm like, oh yeah, that's a great message. And all of a sudden, I couldn't see her, and so I'm like, where the woman at? Where the lady at? Where the preacher at? Next thing, she emerged again. Oh, there she go. Then all of a sudden, I can't see her no more. Every time I turn my head or do anything, I couldn't blink. I couldn't see her. And what I end up realizing is that after she came off the stage, it was so many people in that mega church that they were drowning her with their bodies. They would just overtake her, and you couldn't see her. And the next thing, her head would just come up for air, like, and then they take her over again. And I was like, oh my, because I had been fussing and cussing, because that's what I do at the divine. Oh God, yes I do. I be fussing. I was saying, now, why have you talk to the divine? Put certain people in my life. God dang it, I ain't making no difference. You keep putting them in my life. I try to run them away. You send them back, So I have been cussing and fussing and demanding the answer. Well, in that moment, the divine answered me. Juanita Bonham walks off the stage in this mega church, and all these people drown her with their bodies. It's so many of them. She come up for air. You see her arm, and she hold the mic up over the people, and she come up for air and say whatever she say, And she was submerged back in him. In that moment, the divine answer, my cussing and fussing I had been doing for months. Months. And what it was showing me, I understood immediately the message. Now, see, this is how I know the divine to speak. This is one way. He was showing me, you want that? So, now mind you, my mind was nowhere near where I had been fussing and cussing. This had been going on. That time of me fussing and cussing, it came. I got over it. I would have came back to it, had it, universe, God, creator, answered it. But anyway, in that moment, it, God, universe, answered it. And I could hear him. He does speak. He does speak. And he said, as people were coming over and she was drowning, it says, you want that? All right. Because I'm looking at her, I'm like, I said, I don't want that. I don't want that. I couldn't handle that. I couldn't handle that. He says, that's why I've given you what I've given you. It's like, I got it. Okay, I got it. That's fine. Mm-hmm. And so here I am on YouTube doing tarot readings and the astrology and, communing with your fine folks. And like I said, I got up there hitting 8,000, 7,000 views per video, and then crashed. I crashed all the way back down, down to 100, 200, views per video. I can't figure that out, but it is what it is. Coming full circle now, my tribe, my crew, you guys and girls, are who I'm meant to work with, who I'm meant to talk to, who I'm meant to hold a dialogue with. This woman has a larger base than myself. That's who she's meant to work with. I can't handle that many people, too many spirits. That's something else I dealt with in my life. See, I don't just live in the physical, I live in the spirit. When I'm engaged in a person, I'm engaged in a spirit. So, when it gets to be a lot of people, that's overwhelming for me. I haven't finished my thoughts somewhere, but it does bother me that, that she has so many. And from my experience, from my perspective, from that experience I had and the information I've been receiving, she's misleading a lot of people. That's scary. God is perfect. Gotta trust him. But I'm pissed off anyway. And it's an ego thing too, Of course. I know what I experienced. And it's also a spiritual. It's not spiritual. It's all physical, I guess. But just knowing that God, again, this is the other thing. Rant, more rant. That whoever created this place that we're in, this realm, this earth, and us, does communicate with us. It does. He does. And I say he because the voice that I heard is masculine. I've talked with angels and I've talked with demons, so they all got a voice that is either masculine or feminine, just so you have some information. Now, is that their true essence? I don't know. But they come to me on a level in which I can comprehend and understand. I don't speak Japanese. I don't speak Russian. I don't speak, whatever, German. I speak English. And so they come to me and speak to me in English. I don't speak Klingon. I don't speak, what is some other way of communicating? tapping. No, I understand the language or the tone of a woman versus the tone of a man. Women being more feminine, more um, internal or with introverted kind of energy, more calm, submissive, receptive, that kind of energy. Where the masculine is more aggressive, forward movement, bold, and blunt. I think that's what the gender, let's just say gender, really represents in speaking to entities from the dark. Um, but knowing that it was us that heard this message. She obviously was one of them, and of many, many people. And that still and yet, based on that message, use the material to, I'm guilty too, to some extent, but at least I'm telling the truth. Uh, to, what do you call it? Profit from the word and to like stake claim or deed upon this word. It's deep, and I already know, y'all. I already know. Been around for a little bit. I'm still a baby, but I've been around a little bit, and what I have learned that God, universe, creator, he does end up working things out. The way God, universe ends up working things out, most of the time I do not agree with, but the job gets done. And that's what I can say. So I guess I shouldn't worry about it, but it really irritates at me and breaks my heart because the state of the world is, for real life, it is, it depends on, people getting this message. Don't nobody listen to me. That's my whole point. Don't nobody listen to me. Hell, people around me don't listen to me. Can't get rid of them, but they don't listen to me. Put them, run them away, still come back. I can't, everybody. Oh, Lord, yeah, I just say Lord Jesus is an old term, hard to get rid of. But she does have a big following. Meaning she can reach out, people gonna listen to her. That's the scary part. People gonna listen to her. And she got so many dangerous ideas. It's scandalous. Ooh, should I continue to rant? It's only 33 minutes. I'm gonna rant some more. Are you Aquarius? I call this Aquarius Rant. Had anybody lie on you recently? Yeah, me. I have. The other day, no matter of fact, it was a week ago, I was sitting on my front porch. My neighbor comes over and says, "Hey, neighbor, I want to talk to you." I said, "Okay." So he and I sit on the porch. His wife is across the street. She's grooming because she grooms dogs. And we're talking. We talk about a lot of metaphysical stuff, spirituality, religion, etc., etc. When his wife not busy, she does too. He says, well, a third party neighbor, "Oh, you know what? This happened. This interesting. This happened right after I made my videos called for September. I don't even know what they're called. It happened right directly after that. I gotta go see him and point that out to him and let him see because I didn't know what's gonna happen to me." But anyway, finishing with the story, short tale. He says, well, one of the neighbors told my wife that we were having an affair. I was like, well, you're bullshitting me. Nope. Remember, I told y'all in my last rant, these same people that's now creating this, what do you call it? This gossip, this, what do you call it? Yeah, name part of my mindset. When you lie on somebody, is get stuff started. Same people that was suing me that I battled with for a year and I ended up coming out fairly victorious. They didn't get what they thought they was gonna get. Long way from that. They mad as hell. But they mad as hell. So now they want to start trying to slander me and my reputation. I don't know what the hell wrong with people. You're gonna told that woman that I was having an affair with her husband. Now that woman was nuts. Should have came over here, knocked on my door, and bow, blew my head off. I'm just really, really upset. And then I'm thinking it's over and done. I done went and talked to his wife, talked to him. God dang, if they ain't come back again. Rumors. R-U-M-O-R-S. Rumors, I gotta remember. Okay, that's the word I'm looking for. It's rumors. Blatant lies. Interesting. What a life I live. Or Aquarius Rant. Have you had someone return from your past? This was also a part of my video for September. I be doing this for y'all. I don't want no part of it because it's a bunch of crap. I'm sorry, Aquarius. That's Aquarius Rant. If y'all got anything going on like this, let me know. I can't be the only one. It gotta be. Y'all need to start commenting. Even though I do think I got the comments disabled by mistake. But next month. Love interest returning from the past with the declarations of love, connectedness, unity, etc., etc. Let you know you ain't interested in what you've been praying for. Motherfucker. See that? I'm sorry. I apologize for the cussing. Between all the messages I've been getting, the video I ended up seeing at 4 o'clock in the morning last night, all that's going on, I'm pretty irritated. That's why I thought I'd have an Aquarius rant. Irritated. It was been so much. It's so much. I don't even know what to do. I walk around and be cussing and fussing and cussing. But yet, I can't keep my thoughts organized when I get on here so I can share. Not at all. Not at all. And I always thought, I think that this is the issue with me. I always thought if a person, minded their own business, oh yeah, that was another thing I want to talk about. Let me sit up for a minute. I'm going to let y'all go. Where my rock at? This is my rock. Well, this is my daughter's rock. My rock is like this big. Keep me grounded. Yes. The work of dark entities. See, I'm going to leave y'all with this. The dark entities, the negative entities that don't have our best well-being in mind are highly active and very, very active. And why are they so active? One of the last videos I made associated with prophecy or coming to understand something that people ain't paying attention to and is being told us from the divine, ain't nobody listening because they too busy working 40, 50, 60 hours per week. That one of them messages, a few of them messages, is that we are running out of time as they are running out of time. It's time for us to choose how we want to live. Even we can begin tomorrow by blowing this world apart, killing each other, etc., etc., etc. You can live how you want. You know, we can live collectively how we want. You got to go watch that video to find out what I was talking about. But, I mean, well, as we determine, I haven't gotten information about the final date of our determination. I hope this here world don't shoot off no nuclear weapons or nothing, because that would be quite a, this is what we want to do kind of, you know, symbol, be symbolic of that. Hopefully we can unify, do some work. Maybe that's where a lot of the natural disasters are coming from. But actually the natural disasters, and I'm just ranting, y'all, the natural disasters are not coming from that. It's coming from all the different things we've done upon this earth to destabilize the surface, the sea floors, It's a residual effect, a butterfly effect. Here it comes. It's letting us know you're making decisions, you've made decisions, and these are the results. Now, as a result, a lot of people are being displaced, killed, made homeless, you know, really going through some very difficult times. And one of the possible outcomes for us in the future, hundreds of years in the future, it ain't got to be that far. It depends on what we do, how we keep doing it, whatever. Is that this can become a desolate wasteland, this planet. When it was originally created, it was a paradise. This world is an exclusive club. I've talked about that. And so we have a choice to determine how we want this exclusive club to be kept, and what we want to be offered here. So I brought that up to say that the darker energies, remember, they were bound. So they can't manipulate us into partaking in certain things, doing certain things, yada yada yada. It's up to us now. This is truly our works. This is our works, and they will be weighed on a universal scale. So we're making our decision now. We're planning for the future. Yes, the future can be desolate. We can starve here on this earth. How can we show God, the all universe, the creator, running my mouth, writing, that we want to move back into paradise? Well, number one, we gotta reach out and we have to help people. We know that these people are in some, going through some hard times, and it's all our fault. Maybe not directly, but it is our fault. To some degree, to some extent, in some way, whether it's a job we keep, or I'm on making a video, ladies. So those dark entities know that they're running out of time, because we can make a decision that we want to live harmonious, balanced, righteous. We're going to find a way to live together under this roof, in this realm, because we are cohabitating. All our different varieties are cohabitating. And those that end up incarnating back in here are our descendants, share our various lineages, and are going to come back into this world in one form or another. What do you want them to enter into? See, these dark entities know. And if we make a positive and upright decision, then we begin to descend heaven back upon this earth. And they have no room nor no space in this ether, period. And that's what they know for sure. It's us that don't know. And it's people like the lady I've been complaining about since the beginning of the video. Dangerous, dangerous, dangerous. I wish I was end up putting people on the spot, but I don't have a rock and a window to throw it out of to show. I can't show, and I guess it ain't up to me to show. But I just want y'all to know I'm irritated, and y'all be on y'all P's and Q's. We do live in the age of deception. I do ask you to watch my videos, all the ones, whether it's tarot, but I want you to go past the tarot cards because we got to get bigger than ourselves. It's cool for us to go, pay ourselves some attention because we in this physical mother sucker, and it is wonderful. But we got to think bigger. We must think bigger. Life ain't going nowhere too soon. You're going to have good days, you're going to have bad days. That's the bottom line to it. But this thing that I've been, it's big. It's big, y'all. So please watch the other videos so you can see the fullness of what's happening. See, we dealing from the macro level, cosmic, universal level. We dealing on a global level. We are dealing on our own personal, intimate level. And that's where we're caught at. On ourselves, So anyway, I'm tired of ranting. I got to go be a mother again. Work never ends. Anyway, thank you for coming to listen to me do an Aquarius rant at Can Angels Fly. Until next time. Bye.